Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Shikhamis. Thank you so much for subscribing Shikhamis. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook to stay connected and know more. Today we'll be talking about creating virtual experiences in online class. It's not an easy task to hold back students in an online class and make them excited for the next class. Our monotonous way of teaching may make the studies burden on child's head and may cause disinterest towards the academics. We teachers just have a computer screen and internet connection. But believe me teachers, we can do wonders with that only. Why not to create virtual experience for the children on that screen only? We are not software developers, but we still can bring magic in our classes. Let's take an example of skeletal system. When you show an image, all the bones on a picture, which gives you only one-dimensional look, the child may have different queries. Whether my collarbone is just at the front or it's going back also. What about my rib cage? What if you provide all the answers without them mentioning to you? And a wonderful way of teaching this concept is using GIF images in your PowerPoint presentation. Make sure students do not get any scary imagination of skeleton. Add some fun element.
स्केलेटन 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 सब मिलके बोलो आई एम स्केलेटन। नहीं है बाल क्योंकि मैं हूँ स्केलेटन, ना ही दिमाग क्योंकि मैं हूँ स्केलेटन। आई एम नॉट अलाइव बिकॉज आई एम स्केलेटन।
You can do that by adding any GIF image. Have a look how your virtual classes would look like, showing them the front and the back look of skull and giving them 3D image of clavicle. Similarly, the other bones can be shown like scapula and the rib cage or ribs, radius, ulna, carpal. Students would get to know how they look from the back as well. For doing this, you don't have to do a lot. It's just that you have to look for the image adding GIF, which provides you the moving images in the browser. As per your expectation, you can choose the best fit and then right click on the image, copy the image, go back to the slides, give a title to your slide and press Ctrl V. That would paste the image which you have copied from the browser in that slide. You can rearrange, adjust the size, and similarly you can look for the other bones. It's just that you have to add GIF in front of the name of the part you are looking for, and you would get many options. Again, the same process. Look what suits you, right click on that, copy, go back to your slide, Ctrl V, and then you need to adjust the size and the place of the image, give a title to it, and you are all good to go. My students really enjoyed watching the bones like that. Do try. It's really simple. Not only these images, there are the other ways by which you can move the things around. Distinguishing elements, compounds, atoms, molecules is one of the difficult concepts in lower secondary classes. This is what I found when I was learning. And what about you move all the objects on the screen and distinguish between them? Yes, you can do that. To move anything on the slide, you first need to bring the basic structure on the slides. Here I want to move atoms. That's why I'm inserting the circular shape and changing its color to denote different atoms. If you want to move any shape or any image, you need to first insert or copy paste the image on the slide. Here I have already inserted more than one circles overlapping each other so that I can move the circle keeping the same circle on the place. So now I would just click the circle and go on to the animation I would select the animation. There I'll get different options of entrance, emphasis and exit. There I would select more motion paths, where I would get various options in which I just want to bring my image, my shape diagonally down. So I select that, and then I can customize where exactly I want to place atom after movement. In the same way, select the other shape, go into animation, select more motion paths, and then diagonally right. Afterwards, you can customize where do you want to put it, the way I'm doing here. And then you can just see a slideshow. When you click, you would be able to see all the atoms coming. Do the same process with the other atoms as well. And then you would get to know how exactly you want to place the atoms to make them elements and compounds. Once we have selected and customized the place of the atoms where we want to put it, then we need to highlight the elements and compounds. For that, I would take an oval shape and I would select no fill for that particular shape, so that only outline is visible and we can encircle elements and compounds. Now I will give animation to the shapes to encircle in a proper manner. Let's see the slideshow, and I just click and these atoms are coming together by themselves. And another click to encircle elements and compounds. You may even add elements and compounds text. Science is fun. What about the students when they are not able to solve mathematical questions? Oh my god. It's all known to us how students feel doing mathematical sums. And the reason is that they are not able to imagine those terms and the concept in their real life. How about moving those equations and showing the practicability of that particular concept in an online class? Create the virtual experiences, move those shapes and everything to bring a better clarity of the concept. Have a look. This equation we always mug up, but we don't realize that there is a square of a side which gives you a square, b square, and two rectangles of AB, which gives you 2AB as area, and we find out the area of the whole square by this formula. How to create that? You need to just create few of these segments, insert shape, make a square, two rectangles, and here I will take different colors of the rectangle so that the clarity is there, and I will change the color of the rectangle, and then again I will have to insert the rectangle on the other side, change the color of it, and I will have to insert one more square on the corner and label all these sides. Now I select square, click add animation, go on more motion path. I will get various choices. There I'll select the one which will bring it down, and I can then customize where exactly I want to bring my square. Then I select the square, add animation, select more motion paths, choose the one which suits my project, and then later on I can customize the place where I want to put the square. Similarly, I will select the orange part, add the animation, customize the place where I want to bring them, and this way the whole thing will be done. Let's see the slideshow of the same. So that's a square, square with b side, so b square, two rectangles with ab side, that makes it 2ab, and this is how it's done. This is a super easy way to make your class exciting and interesting. If you like this video, share with your colleagues, like the video, subscribe the channel, and leave a comment about how did you like the video and if you have any suggestions.